Now let us start with our exercise 1.3, question number 2. Hope you did not find any problem in question number 1. Exercise 1.3 and question number 2 we will be discussing. Now what we have to do in question number 2, we have to first, what is given in the question is that 1 is divided by 7. The value we get is 0.142857 bar. Now this bar, I have told you before that what it represent that on dividing 1 by 7, after every sixth place of decimal, the same 1 is repeated. The same group of number is repeated after every sixth place of decimal. So it means 0.142857 is a quotient, and after when next you divide it, you will get again 142,857, and again after this value you will get 142,857, and so on. So after every sixth place of decimal, the same group of numbers reappears. So the division here is not ending, but it is repeating. So it's non-terminating repeating decimal representation, which is a characteristics of rational number. Non-terminating repeating. Either the rational numbers are terminating, or if not terminating, then repeating or recurring. Now what the question says, we have to find the value of 2 upon 7. So 2 upon 7 can be written as 2 multiplied by 1 upon 7, and the value of 1 upon 7 is given, that is 0.142857 bar. So what we have to do, we have to simply multiply it with 2, and we get the value equals to 2, 7, 14, and then 1, and carry then 7, then 5, then 8, and then 2, and here the bar will be there. So this value, this sixth group of numbers will repeat it if you divide 2 by 7. Then for question 3 upon 7, you have to multiply 3 by 1 upon 7. For 4 upon 7, you have to multiply it by 4, and so on. So remaining you have to do yourself. Simple multiplication is there, nothing. Then now let us move to very important sum, that is question number 3. This sum is very important from the examination point of view also. Now what we have to, now some decimal representation is given to us, and we have to change it in the form P upon Q. Now what decimal representation is given to us is 0.6 bar. Now this 0.6 bar means it is 0.666666 and so on. That is why a bar is there, and bar is there only on 6. It means 6 is repeated. Same the case, the bar is there was on 142,857. It means these 6 digits are repeated. Now we have to solve it, because it's a non-terminating but repeating, it means it's a rational number. So if it is a rational number, it can be represented in the form P upon Q. We can represent this rational, because it's a rational number, we can represent it in the form P upon Q. Now how we will do it? We will consider, let that rational number is X. So what we have taken? We have taken, let X is a rational number whose decimal representation is 0.6 bar, which means 0.66666 and so on. This I am writing only to explain to you. Otherwise you can write it in your notebook also. It does not make your sum incorrect. Okay, now I will multiply this equation. Main equation is this only. I will multiply this by 10. Now what do I get? Left hand side become 10x. Now here if you multiply, suppose 0.2 is multiplied by 10, what did you get? 2.0. So same, what will happen? The number is the decimal goes to right hand side by one jump, because 10 is there, or the value of this number increased 10 times. So it becomes, I'm writing it 0.10 multiplied by 0.6 bar, which gives 6.6666 and so on, which again can be written as 6.6 bar. So it's 10x, it's 10x. You can directly write this step, but for explaining you, I am writing these two steps so that this concept is very much clear in your mind. Now let us move. Now what we have to do here now, this is your equation number 1, this is equation number 2. Now we will subtract 1 from 2. Subtract equation 1 from equation 2. Now when we say equation is subtracted, means left hand is subtracted by left hand side and the right hand side is subtracted by right hand side. It means we have to subtract x from 10x, and from 6.6 bar we have to subtract 0.6 bar. Now 10x, this is x, we get 9x here, and here's 6.6 bar, 0.6 bar, because number of 6's are there, number of 6's are there, all will get cancelled, so you are left with only 6. So what the value of x is? 6 upon 9. Changing it to its lowest term, that is 2 upon 3. So the rational number whose decimal representation is 0.6 bar is 2 upon 3. This is how you have to do this sum. Now one more sum I will be doing, that is question number 3rd, second part. Question number 3rd and second part. Here the decimal representation which is given to you is 0.47 bar, and remember here the bar is only on 7, not on 4. So it means this is the number 0.47777777 and so on. Means 7 is repeated, not 4 is. So it's a non-terminating repeating, hence it's a rational number. And if it is a rational number, it can be represented in the form P upon Q. So we will consider x, let x be the rational number, which is equals to 0.47 bar. Now let us multiply both sides by 10. We get 10x equals to 4.7 bar. So again, this is equation 1, this is equation 2. Now subtracting equation 1 from equation 2, we get 10x minus x equals to 4.7 bar minus 0.47 bar. Now let us do rough work here. Here we don't have any problem, it gives 9x. Now let us see how we will solve this. This is 4.7 bar. Bar means 7, 7, 7, 7, 7 and so on. And we have to subtract from this is 0.477777 and so on. So all these 7's get cancelled on subtraction. So we are left with 4.3. So x is equals to 4.3 divided by 9. Now on removing this decimal, you get 43 divided by 90. So this is a rational number whose decimal representation is 0.47 bar. And the next question, which I hope you will can do yourself, and it is for you to do yourself, is you have to represent 0.001 bar. So bar is there on both the zeros and 1. So this you have to do yourself. This is for your homework. Now I am leaving question number 4, 5 and 6 because these questions require a lot of discussion, and this we will be doing when we will meet in the class. And I am straight away going to question number 7. Now what the question number 7 is? What the question number 7 is, in question number 7 you have to write 3 numbers whose decimal expansion are non-terminating, non-repeating. You have to write 3 numbers whose decimal expansion are non-terminating, non-repeating. So it means he's asking from you an example of irrational numbers, and you can do it. Yesterday I have given you the examples of irrational number. You can write for pi, square root of 2, square root of 3, and so on. Moving to question number 8. Now question number 8 says there are two numbers. One is 5 upon 7, rational numbers in fact, and second one is 9 upon 11, and we have to write three irrational number. We have to write three irrational number between these two rational numbers. So we cannot write the rational number, but we can write the decimal representation of rational number. For that, we should know what the decimal representation of these two numbers are. So let us divide these two and see what do we get. On dividing 5 by 7, and so on. So on dividing, we get 7s are 49, then 1, again 0, then again, and maybe it terminates, but 2 digits are enough for us to find our answer. So the decimal representation of 5 upon 7 is about 7.714 and so on. And let us see what the decimal representation of 9 upon 11 is. So first 0, you get 9, then decimal 8, 88, then 2, 1, you get 11, then again 9 is there, so 90, so again then 88, and then 220, so it means 81 is repeated here. So decimal representation of 9 upon 11 is 0.81 bar, or 0.81. We are bothered about only 2. I'm taking first 2 here and these 2 here. Even it is greater than 7 point, it is greater than 71 because 714 is there, and after whatever the value, it means 4 is there, so 71. Even now we have to find irrational number between these two. So we know irrational number are non-terminating, non-repeating, means they neither terminates nor they have a specific pattern. So what we will do, I will leave altogether 71, I will leave because I don't know what the next digit is. So I can write next number as 72, 0, 72, 00, 72, 000, 72, 4 times 0, and so on. Now you will say, how you know this is an irrational number? Because this is non-terminating and not repeating also. See, there is no particular pattern, but the pattern which is exhibited here, it makes other person to understand what the next value could be. Now again 7210, 7220, 7230, 7240, so next will be 7250, 7260. So it represents non-terminating, non-repeating decimal, hence it's a irrational number. Next you can say, keep the limit in your mind. 71 we have removed altogether, and up to 81. So up to 80 you can. So I'm writing 80, 0, 80, 00, 80, 000, 80, 4 times 0, and so on, 4 times 0. And one more is required. Even many you can write between these two. I have written. These are the extreme limits. In between 73, 74, 75, 79 up to you can write. So this was your question number 8. Now moving to question number 9. Now here you have to classify the given numbers as rational and irrational number, which you can do yourself. And thank you.